Welcome to Realm Painters, and welcome to the last tutorial in the Necron Combat Patrol series. Now some of you might be wondering, what the hell is this? This is the last tutorial is supposed to be about an overlord, not Immotekh. And well, you'd be correct. However, counterpoint, Immotekh is just a slightly fancy overlord. And also, I have like 4 overlords already. I don't need to get another one. So, I'm using this as a bit of a combo tutorial, not only showing you how to paint an overlord, because overlords are just a more simplified version of Immotekh, but also showing you how to paint Immotekh himself. Besides the point, I thought he could make a really cool final boss for the Necron Combat Patrol tutorial. And whenever you inevitably get this main man's yourself, you can come back to this tutorial and use it as, a tutorial. So in case you're coming back to this video or wanting to come back to this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and put the video in like a saved folder or something. You can come back to it pretty easily. And I think we can go ahead and move right into the tutorial. Okay, since this dude is the final dude in the series, I thought I would try and use every piece of the tutorial series as like a culmination part. And so the beginning part of this video is going to be using an airbrush. And I am going to say it is easily done without an airbrush. Painting his cloak with a block highlight and then doing a glaze to make the colors match a little bit easier is perfectly reasonable and understandable to do if you don't have an airbrush. However, if I didn't do this with the airbrush, I wouldn't have anything else to paint on him with the airbrush, and since that's part of the series, I thought I'd just do the cloak with the airbrush. Another thing, I also highly recommend doing him in a multi-part assembly, as I have discovered through trial and error that having the cloak attached is not optimal when it comes to painting the cloak. So my recommendation is to keep the cloak off, because it fortunately is all one piece and part of his shoulder pad, so it's pretty easy to just keep that part separate, and it would make your life significantly easier. Starting with Incubi Darkness, base coat the cape. Following the box art with Calibite Green, brush on your first highlight color. Lastly, for the airbrush section, with Sabarite Green, brush on the brighter highlights into the center of the previous Capelite color. Now that that's done, every other part of this tutorial is going to be made by hand.
Made by man!
Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be following my previous tutorials on how to paint this main guy himself, starting off with the body. In the first tutorial, I covered how to do dry brushing and how that can really speed up and really greatly affect the overall painting experience of a Necron body. So we're going to be following my steps that I used in the first tutorial, just copied over to this little dude himself.
I know it's got an aftertaste! I like it!
Okie dokie. To start off for the body, wash over all the parts of the body that got sprayed with Black Legion. This will give an even color for the silver to go on to, making it look more uniform. After that, we will be following the Necron Warrior tutorial almost to a T, by carefully dry brushing over the entire body. Optionally, you can use some painting putty to protect the cape, or not be me and just keep the cape separate. Next, dry brush Ironbreaker over the lead belcher. Then, wash over the silver with Agrak's Earthshade. And lastly for the silver, edge highlight any and all edges you'd like with Runefang Steel. Now onto the black bits. On the handle of the staff and his skirt and the discs he is standing on, base coat with Black Legion. Then edge highlight the black with Caliban green. This is going to be a two-part highlight, so following the Caliban green, highlight with Moot green. Next, the little dots on the handle. Paint this with lead belcher. Finally, we are nearly done with his body. For the copper sections, as in his shoulder pads, arm wires, and the sides of his skirt, base coat with Hachette copper. Next, wash the copper with Rakelin Flesh Shade. And lastly, at least for the copper, edge highlight with Runefang Steel. Now Immotekh is a little special, goofy guy. Unlike other guys in the army, he's got purple tubes instead of the green tubes. If you're wanting to do the previous steps of the glow effects that I do with all the other guys, now would be the time to do that. However, because Immotekh is a special little goofy guy, base coat the wire with Nagarath purple. And then highlight the wire with Gene Stealer purple. Nearly done. It's time to do the glow effects. And we're going to start off with all of the orbs and stuff on him, excluding the blade. We will be following the tutorial from the first episode. And then when it comes to the blades, we will be following the tutorial of the second episode. That episode being how to paint Necron blades. Also in this step, there are a few little spiders just kind of all over the place. We'll be taking care of them in this step as well. Starting off with Black Legion, we will paint the sections of the staff around the blade and the body of the spiders located on his cloak and base. Now with the white, do the white stripe on his forehead and base coat the orbs throughout his body and the spiders. Next, with Tesseract Glow, water it down and thinly wash over the orbs. Be sure not to pull the Tesseract Glow or you'll get a funky texture. After that, use Runefang Steel to highlight the grate on the staff. Next, use Lead Belcher to paint the legs of the spiders. Then use Hachette Copper to paint the symbol on the forehead and the staff. And now for the final bits, the blades. Base coat the blades with Caliban Green. After that, using Moot Green as a glaze, paint the light green parts of the blade. You might have to go back and forth between Caliban and Moot to get a really cool blade effect. Then you'll want to take a 50-50 mix of Moot Green and White and do a glaze style highlight on top of the previous Moot highlight. After that, you'll want to do an edge highlight with that Moot and White combo. And with that, your Combat Patrol and Immotekh are complete. And just like that, you have finished your Necron combat patrol. Or Immotekh the Stormlord. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun in painting Immotekh. I think he turned out really, really well. Necrons are a really good starting army. They're very simple to paint, and they have a lot of growth. You can start off really simple, like what this tutorial is, and just kind of go crazy. I know that there are some people on like Instagram and stuff that paint their Necrons in non-metallic metal, which is ludicrous in my opinion, because the amount of time it would take to paint a single warrior is too much in my opinion. But more power to you. If you're interested in other videos like this and you want to see other combat patrol tutorials, let us know what you're interested in down in the comments below, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe since you're down there. Got to do the YouTube pleasantries. And yeah, I think that's about all that I got for you. So I'll catch you in the next round. See ya.